I'm sure you guys have seen those gel art palettes that have been going around for the last couple of months. Well, they're amazing, and I think they're a brilliant idea, and I can't believe it's taken this long for someone to do them. But here I am making my own. So I want to show you how I did it and the process and the thought behind me making my own palette. I just want to quickly come on here and say sorry, I've been away for about 6 weeks. I've had a lot going on, which I'll talk about in my next video, but I'm back and raring to go. So I thought I'd just start off with a simple video today. Um, so I've decided to make my own nail art palette. As you can see, I have a lot. And when I saw all these nail art palettes going around, I thought these are brilliant. I really want one. And I was like, I just can't believe no one's ever done this before. And when I looked into it, and to be honest, I can't remember who started it. I know it was another press-on nail artist. I was like, great, I'm going to support her. Brilliant. It was American. It was an American nail artist. I'm in Australia, and with the world lost its goddamn mind, the conversion rate and the shipping was $250. I think it was even over that. And to be honest, I just couldn't justify it. And I thought, oh, I don't know. And then I had to really sit down and question myself, like, why do I want this palette? I, sorry, side note, this bloody removing all this thing was just doing my head in. But anyways, and I just thought to myself, why do I actually want this? What about this palette do I want? I liked it because it was convenient. I liked it because everything was together. I didn't have to open a million and one things to get to the colors I needed. I could just flip it out, put it on my desk, and just start creating straight away. Oh my god, look how satisfying that was. I had to keep that in. Sorry, ADHD brains flipping out. Then I looked at my collection, pulled out all my Pat Pat gels. I ended up having 12 palettes. Well, I originally had 13 palettes, but I condensed it in this small one that you see on the screen. And then after that, I had 10 more palettes. And I was like, this is getting annoying. I can't see what I have. So this is what we've come up with. This is my solution. And I'm already using it so much more. I'm using colors more, and it's actually brilliant. Now, I I when I did this, I was like, how much money am I actually saving? And I broke it all down between all my pellets and the empty pellet that I need to refill it. I spent just under $110. I'll put on the screen exactly how much I spent. And then I noticed one, I had some double ups, but I also noticed what colors I use and what I don't use. And as you can see, I don't have many reds, I don't have many yellows, oranges. I have a little bit more than I actually thought I did, but they're colors I don't use very often at all. The pinks, the blues, browns, I tend to use quite often. So for me to go buy a palette of colors I wouldn't use half the time felt a bit pointless. And I save myself money in the long run. But in saying that, it's not always about, oh, how can I find a cheaper option or not spend money on the things that you see. It's more about looking at your collection and what you already have instead of constantly keep buying things. And I include myself in this. I get so excited when I see new products, new things that people are using. I must have that. I need that. What if someone asks me? What if I? And my brain goes over in this whole thing about I need this. I need this. If someone asks me, and you end up with just drawers and drawers of crap that you don't use. And so I'm trying to be more intentional with my spending on my nail products. And the way the world's going, things are getting more expensive. And if I can save myself some money, brilliant. So I think, we just need to, you know, if there's something that you're missing in a collection, you feel like you need it, go for it. Go spend the money. Go do it. If you can do it, well, go for it. But I think sometimes we forget that, we might already have the product in our collection and it's just hiding under a million other things. So I really wanted to be a bit more intentional this year with the money I was spending on my nail products, because trust me, I spend way too much money. And so here we go with my palette. So I took everything out of their little 9 pans. I have one 18 pan, which I decided not to put in this one. I'm going to get myself another palette and put it all together. I decided to get everything out, lay it out in rainbow color order. I had my sister helping me. She's on the other side of the screen. You'll see her hand pop in, I think, once or twice. But this way, I was able, once you see it laid out, I was like, why didn't I think about doing this earlier? But two, um, I was able to see, even with this, I bought them all separately, and I still was able to see um colors that I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I had that color. I just made that color up. Like some of these really bright fuchsia colors I had a custom order for these really neon pink colors, and I ended up like mixing all this, making my own gel polish, and I was just like, oh my god, I could have just used one of these. But because I had so many palettes hidden on top of one another, or constantly opening and closing, I just got fed up and I found myself lately stopped using them. So I'm so happy I did this. Costing wise, even if I was to get another palette to fit the rest of the ones that couldn't fit, I think it'd end up being maybe about $120. But the fact that I get way more convenience out of it, I am so happy. Honestly, like so happy. So one of these palettes fit 75 in there, and that's what I had left over plus an 18 palette. So I definitely can fill up another one. But in saying that, I can also depot so many of my other products as well. So I have some stamping gels that I can use. I have some metallics I want to use and put in there because they're just leaking in their bottles, and at least this way I can, fill up another part and condense my space. I just want to come on here and quickly apologize for all the sniffing and the I'm unwell. And it's flu season is show. It's hitting winter and it's quite cold in here, so I just got hit with the flu today. And anyways, here we are. So long story short, I made myself a gel art palette that I can keep and take out instead of dealing with 50 million other things. And you know what? I kicked myself I didn't do this sooner, and I'm so glad I did this. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's not even about the money. It's more about the convenience that I have, the ease that I have, and the fact that I can actually use my products. Honestly, the amount of like I'm gonna anyways, there's something I'm going to talk about in my next video, but I now have the chance to fully be able to see everything I have laid out and be able to use my products. I have so many products I don't use because it was packed away in boxes. I didn't know where everything was a mess, and I've managed to organize myself and clean things up and be able to truly use my products. So this has kind of lifted a weight off my shoulders. I can finally use my products and not feel guilty about it. I don't know about anyone else, but I spent so much money, so much you guys don't even understand. Actually, you probably do. How much money on products I spend, and I can never use it, and I just feel guilty that I spent all this money and not a chance to use it. So, you'll start to see in the next couple months the exciting stuff I have going on. But here's my beautiful palette, and I can't wait to talk to you about what's been going on in the next video. So I hope you have a great day, evening, night, wherever you are. God bless, and I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you can do something like this and have a great day. Bye.